ಉಂಟು.
ಬಂತು.
ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ತಾನೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನಾನು ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me? Yes. If you can hear me, please type in the comment box. Okay. So we'll start the class now. Uh, First of all, I would like to thank you. First of all, I would like to welcome all of you to the MBA program of Karnataka State Open University, and I also would like to welcome all of you to the Department of Management, Studies and Research in Management. I think you have already got brief introduction about the department in the induction program. I am Dr. H. Rajeshwari, working in the Department of Management as a faculty member. I am going to teach you statistics and optimization technique. I think you have heard two lectures from the morning. So this paper is more into statistics and hence into the problems. That means you are supposed to solve many problems in this. It's a working paper. So what you have to do is, first of all, you have to practice it. If you just listen to the class, you may think it is very easy. You can understand, you can do it. But unless and until you work on those problems, it will not be easy for you. Because let me tell you very frankly, many of the students fail in this subject only because they don't practice it. So do not do that mistake, and you please start right from the beginning. Okay, so yeah, I think all of you are new to distance education. So let me give you some hints about how to study. For each paper, we have given the credits. Each paper has 4 credit. 4 credit in the sense 1 credit means 30 hours of uh, study activity. It can be either reading the books, listening to the lectures, rating the assignments, exam preparation, whatever. So for each block, you have to give 30 hours. Totally, for each subject, you have to plan for 120 hours. Okay? For each of the paper, you have to do 120 hours of study. So, plan right from the beginning. Every day, at least spend 1 hour on this paper and try to solve the problems. Then you will understand the formulas and you have to by heart those formulas. Then only you can work on this. Okay, let me now come to the uh, paper. Let us start first with statistics. So, what is statistics? Statistics The numerical statement of facts in any department of inquiry placed in relation to each other. Statistics is nothing but a number game. Okay, you will be having data or information in the form of numbers. So, based on these numbers, we have to work further to take any decision. This is the definition given by Bowley. One more definition given by Yule and Kendall is that by statistics we mean quantitative data affected to a marked extent by multiplicity of causes. That means to say, here we are having quantitative data. If it is a qualitative data, then we cannot use statistics there. Statistics is applied only to the quantitative data. That means wherever the data is in numbers, we can use statistics there. So, what is statistics? Statistics is nothing but the aggregate of facts. Okay, the facts are given to you and in the form of numbers. Since we call it as numerically expressed, it is enumerated as estimated as a reasonable standard of accuracy. That means to say, when we start working on these numbers, we believe that they are accurate. If I take the weather data of last 1 month, I want to say that I want to confirm that the data is accurate. Otherwise, there is no point. In a computer language, we call GIGO, that is GIGO, that is garbage in, garbage out. If you are giving inside wrong data, you will be getting wrong output, right? In the same way, statistics, whenever we work on statistics, we assume that what data is given to us is accurate. Collected in a systematic manner. How are you collecting the data is also very important. If I want to launch a new product, I want to launch a new mobile. To that, I want to have a market survey. So I want to know which people, what type of people are interested in buying this mobile. Suppose I go to a college and I show that mobile to the students of a class of 40, and everybody likes that mobile. Okay, then out of 40, all the 40 students like that mobile. Then I cannot say the market is completely open for me and all the public will buy the mobile, because I have done survey only for a particular age group. That age group people may like this mobile, but other age group people may not like the mobile, right? So this way the data has to be collected in a systematic manner, and it is collected for a predetermined purpose, and it should be comparable. One second. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ? One minute, I'll come back. Okay, I am sorry for the uh, disturbance. Now let us discuss about importance of statistics. In fact, as I told you, in this theory is very less, problems are more. Okay, so I am going to concentrate more on the problems than on the theory. So I will not discuss much on the theory. I am just giving you the basics of the theory part, and I will not concentrate on the theory part much. Only basic things I will give. Okay, so whatever the theory part is there in the study material, you can just refer it. Apart from that, I'll just give you the gist of it. So why statistics important? There are various aspects where you can use the statistics. For example, to calculate the crime rate, to calculate the income of the state or country, per capita income, GDP, GNP, national income, economy, wealth, and then health. How many people are healthy or not? All this data we are going to collect. Similarly, in economics also, it is very important to find out the pricing, whether the inflation is there or not. Then about the production, commodity production, availability of the products, all those things. In the management also, we are using statistics in a for making decisions. Similarly, in accountancy and auditing, in industries, in physical sciences also, we are using this making use of the statistics. In social science also, that is in it can be political science. Everywhere we are using the statistics. You can refer to the study material for more information. Okay. Next, let us see the types of statistics. There are two different types of statistics. One is descriptive statistics, another one is the inferential statistics. Descriptive statistics means the descriptive statistics deals with collecting, summarizing, and simplifying the data, which are otherwise very voluminous. Okay. For example, if I want to take the data on number of people who are using Google, right? Number of people who are using the Google, who are using Google. Every second I get data, and this data keeps varying. All over the world, people will be using Google. So I have to take the data of every second. Okay, this every second data is very voluminous, right? So if I want to analyze this data, it is difficult for me to take every second. Maybe then I will take every minute average or every hour average, right? Morning 7 to 8, how many people are using? uh, then morning 8 to 9, how many people are using? Like this I can take the data. So collecting, summarizing, and simplifying the data is called as descriptive statistics. We are going to calculate mean, median, mode, standard deviation, range, etc., etc., etc. All these things comes under the descriptive statistics. Means whatever the data I have, what is the summary of this data? This is called as descriptive statistics. Second thing is inferential statistics. I have taken the data on how people are using Google. Morning 7 to 8, how many people are using? With say, for example, I am taking data only from India. Morning 7 to 8, how many people are using? 8 to 9, how many people are using? 9 to 10, how many people are using? Like this, I will take data for every hour. Based on this data, I can do some conclusions. I can come out with some conclusions. Say, for example, morning 7 to 8, less people are using. 10 to 11, more people are using. Maybe 1 to 2 less people are using. Night 10 to 11 less people are using. What is the inference of this? What is the meaning of this? This I come out with some conclusion, and I make broad generalization about the total observation. What is the meaning of this is, I will take only sample. Okay. For example, I will not, I want to launch a new product into the market. Then I cannot go to each and every person, say in the Mysore city, to ask them, do you want to buy this product? Instead, what I will do is, I will have some of my sales representative in the market ask people whom they come across. Maybe the population of Mysore is say around 12 lakhs. I will ask around 1,000 people whether you will buy product of my company. Say for example, people of different age group, male or female, working or not working. Like this, I will take people from every strata or every group. Based on the result what I get, I make generalization. That means to say, I make, for example, out of 1,000 people whom I have contacted, around 700 people are interested in buying my product. Then I can say in the whole Mysore, 70% of the people are ready to buy the product. This is called as generalization of the data. Maybe I have not interviewed all the 12 lakh people of Mysore whether they are going to buy my product, but I have interviewed only 1,000 people. Out of these 1,000 people, 70% are interested to buy my product. That means to say that in the whole of the Mysore also, 70% people may buy my product. This is called as generalization. So this inferential, whether this is good or bad or okay or not okay, whether there are two different groups of data. Say for example, I take data on sales of online tools. I take data on the COVID situation. Maybe you might have heard because of COVID, online shopping has increased. This is this we call it as a statement, which is an assumption. This is called as an hypothesis. I make a statement of assumption. I say because of COVID-19, online shopping has increased. This is a statement. Whether this statement is true or not, I don't know. I have to check it. I can check it statistically. Okay, this is my assumption, which is called as hypothesis. This I want to check it statistically. What I do is before COVID-19, how many people were using or going for online shopping? After COVID-19, how many people are using online shopping? And the the period when the lockdown was there, naturally people will go to online shopping. After lockdown is over, after again the physical shops are opened, still if people are still relying on the online shopping, then I can say people are switched over to online shopping. For this I have to take the data. Maybe every month data I will take, then I will decide. This is the decision I am taking by analyzing the data is called as inferential statistics. I hope I am clear. If at all you have any doubt, you can uh, you can if at all you have any doubt, you can please message me. Okay, at any point of time you can stop me and message me. Avoid sending other comments. Anything related to the lecture, if at all you have any doubts, any clarification you want, you can message it. Okay. No, that data. No, then I was telling you about the collection of data. What is data? Data is the information that is collected. There are different classification of data. So the data is the raw material for statistics. When I have data only, then only I can do the analysis. I can classify the data as quantitative data or qualitative data. What is quantitative data? The data that can be put in terms of numbers. How many laptops are sold in a particular city? This then I can get the result in numbers. This is called as quantitative data. There are qualitative data as well. When I look a car, I feel happy. I really like the look. I say liking is a qualitative data. I cannot put in numbers how much percentage I like the car, right? I can quantify few parameters about the car. What is the mileage? What is the price? What is the maintenance cost? These things I can quantify, but I cannot. What is qualitative data means the aesthetic look. When you go to a hotel, you eat the food. You may like the food. This liking is a qualitative data. Similarly, you are comparing the beauty. Beauty is also a qualitative data. It is not a quantitative data. Whatever the qualitative data you have, it will not come under the statistics. Now I am giving a lecture. You are listening. To what extent you like the class is a qualitative data. Similarly, I can also classify the data as primary and secondary data. What is primary data? Primary data means the data which is collected on hand for a particular purpose is called as the primary data. Secondary data means the data which is already collected and used somewhere. The same data I am using, it is called secondary data. So primary data is collected by personal interviews. As I told you, I have launched a new product. I want to take the feedback of the people. Then I see, I told you anything related to this class, you please ask me. If you have any other questions to ask me, last 5 minutes I will reserve for it, and you can ask me any questions related to in general, okay? But anything related to the particular topic I'm discussing, if you have any question, please send. Otherwise, don't simply send messages, it will distract. Okay. Now, data can be collected using the personal interviews. As I told you, I launch a new product. I want to know the feedback of the people. I go and interview them. This is the primary data, the data which is not yet collected. Similarly, direct personal investigation. I go there, I stand there, and I see how people are doing, right? I have opened a new resort. I have opened a new game park. I personally go there and see how people are happy about it. It's a personal investigation. Indirect oral interview. Sometimes directly I cannot ask them how is my product. Then you may ask indirectly, or you can receive information through local agencies, or you can mail a questionnaire, email it, or post it, and schedules. Schedules means sometimes what happens when I make a questionnaire, I may ask 10, 15, or 20, 100 questions also. When I ask so much of questions, people will not have patience to reply all the questions. Then sometimes we prepare schedules. Schedules means there are only two options there, yes or no. So it is easy for the people to answer. And like you are likely to get more accurate answer. If you ask them to write description for each of your question, they may not give you accurate answer. Right? Secondary data are the data which is already existing. It is from the published source. Suppose I want to know this how many people are in India. I don't have to go and do the head count. How many people are in India? I can take the data from the population census which is done by government like this. There can be published source or unpublished source also. Means people who have already collected the data, they're having the data ready in their hand. It might not have been printed anywhere, but that data is also unpublished source. Now let us see the data classification. In statistics, we have important stages like data collection, data classification, data analysis, and data interpretation. So I have told you in brief about data collection. Now data classification. How to classify the data? As I told you, when you get lot of data, you have to classify it. The process of dividing the data into different groups are called as classes, which are homogeneous. That means similar data can be grouped together, but with heterogeneous within themselves. Within themselves also there may be some differences, but overall we can put in the same data. For example, if at all I want to take feedback of the student about the university, I may group students of MBA into one group, students of MA into other group, student of MSc into other group like this. This is called as classification. So classification, for example, if I'm taking the people, I have selected few people to interview. I have taken 5 people from age group of 0 to 10, 9 people of 10 to 20, 32 people of 20 to 30, 34 people of 30 to 40, 20 people of 40 to 50. It doesn't mean that people who are in the same age group will give same answer, right? A person who is aged 8 may give one reply, another boy of same age may give another reply also. It may be totally different reply. But in general, we think people between 10 will have similar opinions. They may like chocolates, or some parameters are same. So when we collect, express the data like this is called as statistical table. This is called as age in years is the class interval. That means here I am giving the lower limit, here I am giving the upper limit, here I am going the lower limit, this is the upper limit of this class, etc. And number of person is the frequency. So 5 people are there in the age group of in the age group of 10 to 20 like this. So when I write it in this form, in a form of a table, I have two methods through which I can write. One is called as inclusive method and other one is exclusive method. Inclusive method means the upper limit of any class interval is kept as same as the class interval. That means to say here, both, 1 second. One second. This is actually called as inclusive method. That means when I say 0, 0 is also included in this class. When I say 4.9, this is also included in this class. This is also called as inclusive method. 0 to 4, 0 is also included here, 4 is also included here. 5 is included here, 9 is included here, like this. So both are inclusive class. Exclusive means the upper limit of the class becomes the lower limit of the next class. I have not given that exclusive class here. Say here 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. When I make like this is called as exclusive class. This is more generally used in the statistics. That is, upper limit of this class is the lower limit of the next class, like this. Is it clear to you? Are you not able to hear me? Can you hear me or not? Yes, I think some students are having a problem. Let me explain it once again. There are two types of class. One is inclusive method and other one is exclusive method. In the exclusive method, the upper limit of the one class is the lower limit for the next class. Okay, that is called as exclusive method. In the inclusive method, one class is completely different from the other class. Okay, if one class, if I have 0 to 4, from next class I have 5 to 9. In next class 10 to 14, like this. This is called as inclusive method of making the data. The other one is the exclusive method. Yes, you can see here. There are two methods of writing inclusive method. In this only 0 to 4, 5 to 9, 10 to 14, 15 to 19, like this. This is called as an inclusive method. Here also you can see 0 to 4.9, 5 to 9.9, like this. That means to say sometime, suppose if I am using a integer data like this, in case I have 4.5, where should I fit in this 4.5? Then I can make it more specific. So first class is up to 0 to 4.9. From 5 to 9.9 is a next class like this. This is called as inclusive method. And the other one is an exclusive method where I can use 0 to 10, 10 to 20 like this. In that case, 0 to 9.99999 I can use in this class. 10 will go to this class. Okay, even though I return 0 to 10, 10 is not used in the first class, it will go to the next class. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Can I go next? Assuming that you are not having any doubt, I will go to the next one. Okay. Now, now we are going to classify the data. See, I have given some data here. You can note down this 3, 5, 12, 24, 25, 32, 48, 8, 15, 22, 34, 42, 9, 16, 48, 16, 34, 19, 10, 23, 34, 14, 13, 41, 16, 22, 31, 42, 33, 47, 36, 46, 38, 43, 41, 49, 39, 40, 42, 43, 30, 44, 31, 44, 45, 34. This is the data given to me. This data is called as discrete data. Let me repeat it once again. This type of data is called discrete data. Can't you see the screen? Can you see the screen? One minute, I'll check whether I can increase the resolution. Okay, now is it more clear now? I have changed the resolution, I have increased the definition, and I cannot do anything more. Okay, now whatever the data is given in the top is called discrete data. This data I am classifying and I am putting it in the table. So what I have to do here is you have to tell the what is the minimum value here out of this data. Which is the minimum value? Which is the minimum value here out of all this data? Can you, any one of you, tell me what is the minimum data, minimum value here? Yes, minimum value is 3, right? What is the maximum value? What is the maximum value? What is the highest value here? Yes, 49 is the highest value. So 3 to 49 means, let me make it as 5 different class: 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. Like this, I have made 5 different class. Now I have to count how many numbers are between 0 to 10. As I already told you, do not take consider 10 here. Okay, within that you have to consider and tell me how many numbers are there in this table between 0 to 10. How many numbers you have which is more than 0 but less than 10 in this data? Yes, you have 4 different numbers, so you have to write 4 here. This is called as frequency. Frequency means how many times value is repeated. How many times value which is between 0 to 10 is repeated in this data is called as frequency. It is 4. Similarly, between 10 to 20, That means you have to consider 10 here, but do not consider 20. So how many values you have between 10 to 20? How out in here you can see some numbers are there. How many numbers are more than or equal to 10 but less than 20? Yes, totally you have 9 numbers. Check out once again. Totally you have 9. That is you have tell. Can I write here? I have 12 here. I have 15, 16. See, one more 16, 10, 13, 14, 16, 1, 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Totally, I have 9 numbers, right? 12 is there, 15 is there, 16 is there, one more 16 is there, 19 is there, 10 is there, 14 is there, 13 is there. Totally 9 numbers we have. So I am writing 9 here. Like this, I have 5 numbers between 20 to 30, 12 numbers between 30 to 40, 15 numbers between 40 to 50. This is called as classification of the data. Once I classify, I can find out the cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency means I am the cumulative frequency of the first class. I am going to rate it as 4 only. Cumulative frequency of the second class is 4 plus 9 equal to 13. Cumulative frequency of the third class is 13 plus 5 equal to 18. You can see here, less than 10 I have 4 different numbers. Less than 20, 4 plus 9, 13 is there. Less than 30, 13 plus 5, 18. Less than 40, 18 plus 12, 30. Less than 50, 30 plus 15, that is 45. Why I am telling you this is very important. Listen carefully. In the examination, they may give you a table like this: 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, like this they may give. Otherwise, they may also give like this: less than 10, less than 20, less than 30, less than 40, less than 50, these values. They will not give you these values. They will give you only these values. Using these values, you have to make a table like this only. For all calculation purposes, you have to use this type of table only. Okay. When you are calculating the cumulative frequency, you can calculate less than cumulative frequency, or you can calculate more than cumulative frequency also. So more than 0, how many 45 numbers are there? More than 10, how many numbers are there? More than 20, how many numbers are there? More than 30, how many numbers are there? More than 40, how many numbers are there? Like this. I will share this PPT with you, don't worry. Okay. Next, once I group the data and I classify the data, next thing is I have to do the analysis. What analysis I want to do is, first analysis central tendency. Central tendency means, see here, how many values I have in total? Tell me here. How many details I have here? Totally, what's the total number of values we have here? Total number of values here in the discrete table. Yes, 45 is the correct answer. Totally, we have 45 numbers here. From 45 different numbers, I have taken only 5 numbers important for me. Okay. Even then, I cannot say. Say, for example, I have 45 students in my class. and this is the marks scored by the students for in a test which I have given for 50 marks. Out of 50 marks, this is the marks scored by different students. Now I want to say how is my class, whether my class is good or bad or average like this. Then still I have five different values. This will also show me some sort of trend, but still I cannot exactly say whether my class is good or bad like this. Then I have to do more calculations. These class calculations are called as central tendency. Central tendency means there is one concept. Whenever you take any data, the data always tries to be at the center. This is a common concept. The data will always tries to be in the center. Say for example, if you take the average height of students in a class, if you take average height of students in a class, the number of students, say for example, a 10 plus 1, first year PU students. When you take the average height of first year PU students, the number of students having an height between 4 feet to 5 feet is less. Similarly, the number of students having an height between 6 feet to 7 feet is also less. The number of students having an height between 5 feet to 6 feet is more, right? That means the data tries to be at the center. You take any example like that. If you take the marks scored by the student number of students who score between 0 to 30 for 100 is less. Number of students who score between 70 to 100 in a examination is also less. Maximum number of the students will score marks between 30 to 70. This is called as central tendency. The data always tries to be at the center. If I measure this center, it means I have measured all the data. Okay. If you are taking the average time required to run a race of 100 meters, then I can have 100 people running the race and I take the time. Some may run very fast, they may finish it off within very few seconds. So it doesn't mean that the average time required to complete the race is that. No, I cannot take it. Similarly, some people may be very slow. They may take half an hour to run, go 100 meters. I cannot take even that. Some people may take 10 minutes, even that is also very high. Some people will take 2 minutes or 3 minutes, which is the average time. So it is the central tendency. So if I measure this central tendency, it is enough for me to say about the whole data. How to measure the central tendency? There are few parameters which will help in measuring central tendency. Mean, median, mode. In median, again I have arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean, and weighted average. Average is nothing but mean. Mean and average carries the same meaning. Say for example, let me first tell you about the mean. Mean is nothing but the average. A variable takes the values as given below. Calculate the arithmetic mean of 110, 117, 129, 195, 95, 100, 100, 175, 250 and 70. The formula to calculate the arithmetic mean is sigma xi by n. That means add all the numbers. When you add all the numbers, you are going to get 2021. Divided by total values. How many numbers you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. You have 10 different values. Total is 2021 divided by 10 will be 202.1. This is called as mean value. Yes, I have come to the third unit now. 10, so denominator is 10, numerator is 2021. So you get 202.1. Next, this is called as again discrete data or ungrouped data. How to calculate the mean for ungrouped data means add all the values divided by number of values. Now I will take a grouped data. You can copy all this 11 to 13 3, 13 to 15, 4. 15 to 17, 5. 17 to 19, 6. 19 to 21, 5. I think data has not come properly here. Yeah, you can take from here. Check here. You take only first column and third column. 11 to 13, 3. 13 to 15, 4. 15 to 17, 5. 17 to 19, 6. 19 to 21, 5. 21 to 23, 4. 23 to 25, 3. This is the data given to you. Okay, there is some mismatch here. This is the data given to you. Now we have to find out the mean value of this. To find out the mean value, first of all, you have to calculate the middle value. We have first class is 11 to 13. That is, starting number is 11, ending number is 13. 11 is called as the lower limit, 13 is called as the upper limit. What is the mid value? 11, 11, 12, 13. If you take middle value is 12. So I am writing 12 here. 13 to 15, middle value is 14. 15 to 17, middle value is 16. 17 to 19, middle value is 18. Like this, I have written all the middle values. Now, whatever the frequency that is given in the problem, same values I have taken here. Now, I can do it in two different methods. One is direct method, another one is a shortcut method. First, let me do in the direct method. In the direct method, 12 into 3 is 36. I have to multiply this x and fi into xi. 12 into 3 is 36. 14 into 4 is 56. 16 into 5 is 80. 18 into 6 is 108. 20 into 5 is 100. 22 into 4 is 88. 24 into 3 is 72. Okay. Now add all these FIXI. It is sigma FIXI equal to 540. If I submit this symbol is called as sigma. That is summation. That is total. So if I add all this, I get 540. This 540, the formula to calculate the arithmetic mean using direct method is x bar. I call this as x bar, and the x bar represents the mean value. X bar equal to sigma FIXI divided by sigma FI. Sigma FI is the total of the frequency. If I add all the values here, it is 30. So 540 by 30 is equal to 18. Is it clear? Frequency is given in the third column. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. See, shortcut method I have not yet explained. Okay, now I will explain shortcut method. Shortcut method means instead of directly, I can directly multiply FIXI divided by FI is a direct method. In the shortcut method, I will assume a mean value. Assuming a mean value means out of all the middle value here, I will still take the middle value. Here you have 7 different number 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. In this, if I again I take the middle value, it is 18. I assume by simply I assume 18 is my mean value. It can be 18 or it cannot be 18. I simply assume 18 is the middle value. Then what I do is I keep A, or this is the assumed mean. A stands for assumed mean. I take A as 18. and I calculate the deviation from the assumed mean. Deviation from the assumed mean means every middle value, how much difference is there between this middle value and my mean. So 12 minus 18 is minus 6, 14 minus 18 is minus 4. Here sign is very important. 16 minus 18 is minus 2, 18 minus 18 is 0, 20 minus 18 is 2, 22 minus 18 is 4, 24 minus 18 is 6. Okay. Now, I instead of doing f into x, that is second column into third column, what I do is I multiply this column with this column. It is easy for you to do the calculation, right? Of course, in this exam you can use calculators, but instead of multiplying big numbers, you can easily multiply. 3 into 6 is 18, 4 into 4 is 16, 5 into 2 is 10, 6 into 0 is 0, 5 into 2 is 10, 4 into 4 is 16, 3 into 6 is 18. You can just easily do the calculation, but don't forget the signs. So minus 18, minus 16, minus 10, 0, 10, 16, 18. Now if you take some this, sigma FIUI is 0. The formula to calculate the mean using the assumed mean method is x bar equal to a plus sigma FIUI divided by sigma FI. That is x bar equal to 18 is the assumed mean plus 0 divided by 30, x bar equal to 18. So the mean value is 18. I will share all these PPTs. You just go through it again. Better you go through it today itself. So you have already listened to me, and if you follow this, you will easily understand. Okay. Okay. Now we will go to the median. Median is another term which is used to calculate the central tendency. Median is the value of the size of the central item of the arranged data. Whatever the data we have to arrange it. When you arrange the data in ascending or descending order, it's a value of the middle term and it divides the series into two equal parts. This is called as median. Yes, you also change your YouTube setting. Okay, you have to select high resolution, then it will not be blur. Okay, now say for example, the population of 36 metropolitan cities as follows. So this is the metro population. First of all, what you have to do is write all these values in the ascending order. Please write all these values in ascending order. Okay. Have you uh, written all these values in the ascending order? Yes. Now you tell me which is the middle value. Which is the middle value? You can type in the comment box which is the middle value. I told you no, please change your YouTube setting. Change your YouTube setting, increase the resolution. You can see the values. Okay, now you are totally have, I think you have 36 different numbers here. When you take the middle value, if it is an odd number, you can directly take the middle value. But if it is a even number, then what you have to do is you have to take the 17th value and the 18th value. Okay, take average of these two, and then you will be getting the answer. So how much it is? Take the 17th value and 18th value, divide it by 2. If it is 37 items are there, then directly you can take the 18th value. If the 36 numbers are there, then you have to take the average of 17 and 18. Okay, everyone is getting 213. Okay, it is called as the median value. Check your answers again. Arrange all the numbers in the ascending order. Take the 17th and 18th item, divide it by 2. I told you, Pushpa, change your YouTube settings. Okay, increase the resolution. You can see the values. Okay, now this is calculating the median for the ungrouped data. Now we will calculate the median for the grouped data. So grouped data I have given here 20 to 25, 25 to 30, 30 to 35, 35 to 40, 40 to 45. Answers are 70, 80, 180, 150, and 20. Okay. To calculate this, I have to write it in the form of a table. 20 to 25, 25 to 30, 30 to 35, 35 to 40, 40 to 45. Then I write the frequency here 70, 80, 180, 150, and 20. Now I calculate the cumulative frequency, which I have already told you how to calculate the cumulative frequency. So for 70, I write 70. For the second class, 70 plus 80 is 150. For third class, 150 plus 180 is 330. For fourth class, 330 plus 150 is 480. For fifth class, 480 plus 20 is 500. This is how I calculate the cumulative frequency. Now, how to calculate the median means median, as you know, it is the middle item, right? So totally you have 500 items. 500 by 2 is 250. So I have to take the 250th item. 258th item, what is the value of this 258th item? Right, I cannot directly write 250. 250 is the serial number, right? In the other example, I told you 16, 17th and 18th number. So what is the value of that number is important. For that, what I have to do is, I have to find out where this 250 comes. If I take this table, listen carefully. If I take this table, second class has 150 items. Up to second class, it is 150 item. Up to third class, it is 330 item. That means 250 comes somewhere here. Okay. This is called my median class. This is 30 to 35, 180, 330. This is called my median class. So this I have to take. 30 is the lower limit of the median class. Now, see the formula. The formula is L1 plus n by 2 minus Cf divided by F into L2 minus L1. L1 is the lower limit of the median class. Lower limit is 30. Upper limit is 35. N by 2 is 250, what we have already calculated here. Cf is the previous cumulative frequency. What is the previous cumulative frequency? So cumulative frequency of this class is 330. Previous class is 150. Take that 150 here. divided by f. F is the frequency of the median class. What is the frequency of the median class? The frequency of median class is this, that is 180. So take this. So 250 minus 150 divided by 180 multiplied by lower limit minus the upper limit. That is 35 minus 30. That is nothing but 5. 30 plus 100 by 180 into 5. When you take it, it is 32.78. This is how you calculate median for a grouped data. Okay, is it clear? Okay, I will share the PPT with you. Okay, please read it today again, understand it. Still, we are supposed to calculate the mode, which I will do in the next class. Thank you. Any doubts, if you have, you can ask me. If you have any doubts regarding the class or anything else, if you have, I will answer now. Any doubts, if you have, you can ask me. I will share it right now, don't worry. Frequency is already given in the question itself. Okay. See, assignment questions you have to write and submit. Seminars you have to present. That means we are going to test your speaking skills, and that you have to do. Previous question papers I will share in the group. Assuming method means you are going to assume a mean. We are simply assuming a mean, and in that mean, we are going to find out the deviation from the mean. Okay. And no, I think study material, Mysore students have already collected the study material. Bangalore students we can collect the study material by next week. This week it will be sent to the regional centers. By next week you can collect the study material. Okay. Seminar timings we will inform you, don't worry. CBCS means choice based credit system. That means you are having a choice. Apart from the MBA papers, you can also read one more paper related to any other subject. In our university, we have 30 different departments, including Kannada, English, Hindi, political science, public administration, like this. You have already selected one paper which is not related to your MBA. So you have choices. This is a choice based system that we have introduced from this year. That is why study matters are getting delayed. Chikmagaluru, I will ask about Chikmagaluru and Udupi. Okay. No, seminars will fix up the dates. For each paper, the date is fixed. The timetable will be informed to you. Don't worry. Before we end all the classes, we'll inform you. Today class okay means what? I will share new problems, but why I'm sharing you the problem which is in the study material is that it will be easy for you to understand. PPT not required, just oral presentation should be fine. Seminar is for 3 days. For every day, you'll be having two papers. Exam dates will inform you. Once let us complete the classes first, then we will inform you about the exams. Assignment you can write in blue books, preferably in the blue books. Okay, but if you write in A4 sheets also, it is okay. Yes, slide is not visible means because you are using YouTube, increase the resolution from your side. It will be useful for you. You can use calculators in the examination. Expected dates I cannot tell you right now. Wait for other 1 month. Info dates will be uh, informed. We don't share the numbers, but if there is anything, you can message us in the Telegram. We will inform you. I will ask about the Mangalore, Udupi, and Shimaga students' material. Don't worry. Exam is semester based only, not annual scheme. Yeah, I already told you. I will share the model question papers with you. Don't worry about it. Recorded session is not possible, but anyhow, I am planning to record the classes. Once I record that, we have our own studio now established. I will record these classes and I will share you shortly. Yeah, I will ask about all the different districts also. Don't worry. See, if you attend one day seminar, you'll be getting marks only for two papers. You don't have to send the messages in group. You can send me separately. Don't worry. Yeah, I will ask about all the different districts, study material when they will deserve. I will inform you very shortly. If you are not in the Telegram group, you please join to the Telegram group. Okay? You don't have to give seminar in PPTs, just oral presentation. Not a career student, I think you can come to Mysore and collect the material. It's something you decide, no? Whether to bind the paper or to write, give like without just pin it. It's up to you whether I should write both the side or one side, both the side. Elective study material, don't worry about right now, Rekha. You will get you will be selecting the elective when you come to second year. In the first year, first semester and second semester, it's the same. There is no such question as important question, Amit. Everything is important. You have to study. Link to join the group. Okay, I will share the link here to join the group. 1 minute. Okay, where can I write? I really don't know. I'm only seeing the comments. 1 minute. Please wait. ಏನ
ಮೈಸೂರು ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಅವರು ಯಾವುದೋ ದಿಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ.
ಬಂದೆ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ. I cannot. Uh, okay, I cannot share here. Mm, I don't know how because I cannot send any message to you here. If any one of you can share the YouTube link here, I will open the YouTube link and I will share there only. Okay. If I send in the university group, it is same thing. No, you should be in that group. You any one of you can send a Telegram link in which you are watching now. Okay, I'm not getting. Okay, let us close the class because you have one more class. We will. I will say share the link tomorrow. Okay, thank you.